Live. Okay, hello everyone. Welcome. Hello everyone, and welcome to the live demo session for the Metaverse and Gaming track. For Klaymakers 23, the time has finally come for the finalists to showcase their BUIDLs and win that top prize of US 15,000 in Klay. My name is Sean. I'm the Developer Community Manager in charge of global communities here at KLAYTN. And today I am joined by our top five finalists from the Metaverse and Gaming track, Klay 1, KLAYTN AILAND, LandTorn, Star X, and Treasure Island. And alongside, we have our judges from the KLAYTN ecosystem with us. So welcome everyone, and all of you at home who are, just watching this on either Binance Live, YouTube, or Discord even. So over the past week and a half, I guess 2 weeks at this point, our judges from KLAYTN and our ecosystem partners have been hard at work judging all 167 BUIDLs. If you won one of the finalists here today, uh, fret not, an accelerator program may still reach out to you regarding your project. So keep those Telegram and your emails open, checking that spam folder for any potential follow-ups. So, as a recap for how this goes for the audience and a reminder to the finalists, each team will get about 15 minutes to present the BUIDLs. I will be timing them, and I will let you know when you have probably 1 minute left. Or like I guess, yeah, and then followed by 5 minutes of Q&A from our judges or from YouTube or Binance Live, wherever they come from. Judges will get priority in terms of questions, but if there are any community questions, and in the events where there isn't enough time within the 5 minutes, we will gather all the community questions and send them over to the finalists and get the answers from them and send them out to the community as well. Yeah. So as a reminder as well, the winners will not be announced at this session, but only at the prize presentation on Friday. So why don't we kick it off with the first presentation, Klay 1. I will stop my screen share now and we can start.
Hey, what's good, everybody? This is J1 from KLAYONE, and can you see my screen?
Yes, we can. I can hear you as well.
Oh, thank you. So this is J1 from KLAYONE. Currently, I'm in charge of product management and business developer in our team. First of all, thank you for having our team in this finalist demo day. And it is a great privilege to be in front of distinguished ecosystem builders. We have always looked closely at the ecosystem of KLAYTN and wanted to unleash the limits of NFT above this ecosystem. Today's finalist demo will be a new starting point for us. Recently, the NFT market has exploded, but compared to this, NFT's utility is limited. It's just possession. We think this form is not sustainable, so we are going to aggregate the scattered NFTs together and provide a new utility. So what is Klay 1? It is an innovative platform that is set to revolutionize the NFT market and the P2E model. Let's start with the current status of NFTs. The NFT market is undoubtedly expanding, but the use of NFTs remains largely confined to ownership. This is where Klay 1 steps in. Our platform is designed to expand the utility of NFTs beyond simple ownership. We aim to transform NFTs into more than just digital collectibles by making them playable and interactive in a variety of games. Now, addressing the P2E issue, the traditional P2E model often faces a challenge in terms of accessibility. Furthermore, there's a gap in the market. There is no P2E model specifically for NFTs, only NFT integration in existing P2E models. Klay 1 bridges this gap by offering a unique platform where your NFTs are not just assets, but key elements in engaging and enjoyable games. Klay 1 is about bringing users' NFTs to life. Our platform allows users to play games using the NFTs they already own. This not only adds a new level of excitement of gaming, but also enhances the value and utility of their NFT collection. Lastly, our commitment to KLAYTN. We are so proud to support KLAYTN, a platform with a vast and growing community in the Asia-Pacific region, including Korea. By aligning with KLAYTN, Klay 1 aims to tap into this thriving community, creating a unique gaming ecosystem that is both engaging and rewarding for users. KLAYONE isn't just a platform; it's a new frontier in the world of NFTs and gaming. We're excited to bring this innovative experience to you, reshaping how you interact with and enjoy your NFTs. So until now, the experience of owning NFTs has been mostly passive, focusing largely on collection and ownership. KLAYONE is here to change that narrative by unlocking the true potential of your NFTs. Imagine a world where the NFTs you've collected, which have largely been static, come alive in a game setting. KLAYONE transforms these NFTs from mere digital assets into integral parts of an engaging gaming experience. Furthermore, KLAYONE bridges the gap between complex gaming mechanisms and user-friendly experiences. We offer a selection of familiar and beloved card games such as poker and one card, but with a unique twist. Your NFTs become the characters and elements of these games, adding a layer of personalization and excitement to each round. And next, I am excited to share with you the ambitious roadmap for KLAYONE. Firstly, in our immediate action plan, we are focusing on the innovative integration of poker with the one card game. This involves merging the classic rules and mechanics of poker with the unique gameplay of one card. Additionally, we are committed to conducting extensive beta testing. This crucial pace will involve gathering feedback from players, which is essential for making gradual improvements to our platform. As we move into our short-term goals, our focus shifts to expanding the game modes. This includes adding new features that offer varied and enriched gameplay experiences. Another key aspect is the enhancement of NFT attributes, giving each NFT unique traits that add depth to the game. Moreover, community engagement is at the forefront of our agenda. We aim to boost engagement through online tournaments and events, creating a vibrant and interactive community around KLAYONE. Looking beyond the first year, our vision expands further. A significant milestone will be the launch of in-game tokens and the integration of tokenomics. This will add a new dimension to the game, enriching the player experience and adding value to the gameplay. Lastly, our growth strategy will focus on market expansion and increasing our user base, particularly leveraging the KLAYTN ecosystem. This approach is aimed not only at growing our community, but also at reinforcing the position of KLAYONE as a leading NFT gaming platform on the KLAYTN network. KLAYONE is not just a game, it's a continuously evolving platform. We are committed to innovating and improving at every step, ensuring that KLAYONE remains at the cutting edge of the NFT gaming world. Our team consists of blockchain experts with notable achievements, an ambassador of major layer 1, core members of blockchain university clubs, and winners of awards like Hanwha Dream Plus Hackathon and Ethereum Tokyo. Our diverse experiences combined with a strong academic backgrounds uniquely position us to drive innovation in the metaverse and gaming space on the KLAYTN platform. From now on, one of our co-founders, Jun, is gonna show you the demo and how to play KLAYONE at the real time.
Hello. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, thank you. Hello, I'm in charge of front-end development at KLAYONE. I will now briefly show you a demonstration video to explain how it works and how it will evolve in the future. Okay, so first, when you enter, you proceed with logging in through MetaMask. After that, you will see a screen where you can create a poker cards with the NFTs you want. You started by naming and your deck and choosing the cover of your card deck with a picture you want. This picture choosing a part is planning to be automatically set as a main photo of the NFT collection in the future. Basically, the card deck has been composed of 54 card components. You can see for convenience UX, you can use NFT collection that are not game dependent, but you want collection to compose your deck. Even if you don't have an NFT collection consisting of more than 54 items, you can compose the deck using other people's NFT collections registered for rental. In this case, the rental condition requires giving 20% of the prize money won in the game to the owner of the deck. So through this game, NFT holders can be assured of compensation for their ownership. Currently, Bummy and Suri NFT collection exists on KLAYTN and are registered for renter. Okay, this is a landing page. It has an instituted Discord style, a layout to the familiar and quickly usable by many people around the world. The bar on the top, the left is in here, is where you created NFT collection deck is located, and the bar immediately to the right in here is where you can choose which game to play with your selected NFT deck. Also, you can customize your deck, your customized deck like this in here, and you can edit the deck cover, deck name. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you can see like this. Okay. Recently, we are preparing apply card layout NFT and card game deck NFT. We are trying to create a variety of NFT game elements, each with their own features to create a lot of interaction per collection or deck. Okay. The rules are explained in here on the top of landing page. Okay, so let's make a game room. When you create a game room, you need to store one clay in the game room smart contract. Once created, your room should look like this. When a challenger enters the room, it will appear in the left bar, and you can click on to start a game. The challenger must also put one clay into the smart contract when they join the room. Basically, the one card has a similar rule to Uno, where you have to hand out or draw a card depending on the situation. As you can see, select a card or draw a card. And if in here, as you see, okay. Okay, as you see, if you win the game, you get one clay of your opponent as a prize. It's like this. Okay, so this card game, is just one of the games that will ensure NFT ownership in the KLAYTN-based Metaverse game ecosystem we're building. Beyond the card utilizing games, we will develop and acquire a widely variety of NFT ownership-based games. Our game ecosystem will help the user repeatedly have a fun and gain financial benefits through NFT ownership and become a main player in the KLAYTN gaming market. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, KLAYONE, for that exciting presentation. That was it, right? Just double checking. You're done, correct?
Yeah, we're done.
Okay, cool. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to questions. As we are gonna keep about 20 minutes per presentation, per build per demo. So if you take less time for a presentation, then you get more time for Q&A. So that just kind of adds up. So first off, judges, do we have any questions for KLAYONE?
Hello, Neil speaking here. So rather than just the basic features about the fun elements of it, when it comes to the NFT that you create for the card, like do you think of any advanced features that you'll be rolling out with this product?
You mean our fun features?
when it comes to NFT trading, like, do you think of anything more like advanced features that you're thinking about rather than just the fun element of it? But we can come back to the fun elements later, but I'm just looking at the NFT wise. Do you have any advanced features that you're planning to have for this product?
Oh, so we want to add the collections, each collection's characteristics in the game to reflect their own traits. So you mean, so we cannot evaluate each NFT collections specifically, but a lot of projects are gonna wanna estimate the NFT collections, like such as floor price or rarity, like kind of that. So first of all, we wanna add this layer on our ecosystem, such as like reflect their floor price in the deck. So if the floor price is better than our opponents, then they can get a first turn. But it will not just it'll be a small advantage that cannot be reflected from the total game results.
Okay,
So,
thank you.
First of all,
So,
we just want to add small features for the NFT collections.
So what about the fun elements of it? Like how people play the games with your card? Like, do you think of any new features that you would like to have as well for the next step?
Our next step. So we want to add a lot of small mini games in our game, because we don't want to offer the hard game. We want to just provide the simple mini games in our platform, so people can enjoy a lot of games in our platform. So we want to add a lot of games such as one card poker or some kind of blackjack and kind of that stuff to reflect the NFT cards.
Okay. Yeah, so that would be from me. Thank you very much for your answers.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Neo. Do any other judges have any questions? Otherwise, I think we can move on to community questions. We currently have two, one from Binance Live and one from YouTube. So we'll go in order, I guess. The question from Binance Live is, so is this game going to be PvP?
Yeah, absolutely. First, we are gonna be the PvP game for the users can enjoy with other people, and we're gonna add some more features such as group games. So some 2 or 3 people can be at one team and play with other teams. And also, I think this can be improved, like collection versus collection. So I mean, like some kind of BAYC versus CryptoFunks with their own team. So we can show this like in the kind of dashboard.
I hope that answers your question to those from the Binance Live. So question 2 is from YouTube. Oh, that's...
Wow, so many questions.
Oh, no, so, okay, so this is a question from Colin, one of the judges. There are 4 questions here. Okay, I guess we'll go from YouTube first, because you know, I think this might be fast. This YouTube question might be quite fast. Is the game itself smart contract based or only the price distribution?
Oh, we are thinking about a variety of ways to this kind of issue, but for this, in terms of this MVP or like kind of demo, we're just making the game as a game on the server, and just price distribution is on the smart contract parts.
I see. Okay,
But this can be changed for our like in our roadmap.
Okay, cool. Hopefully that answers the question from YouTube. So we have a couple of questions from our judge. First one is, does your service support multiple chains?
In our roadmap, we wanna do this in the some kind of multi-chain, but we just wanna focus on KLAYTN at first.
Yes, then that answers the second question somewhat. Is it possible to play games if there's a little question? You told each player, so for the second question, I guess, You told each player will deposit one clay. If the winner gets one clay, where does the other one clay go?
And winner gets two clay. The terms the winner gets one clay means that other players clay. So the winner can takes the two clays in total.
Mm,
Sorry for misunderstood.
I think it's just the video demo was a bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's fine. Okay, last question from last question from our judge here. Are any NFTs supported and is there any restriction?
No, because we wanna support as much as possible that we can a lot of collections, because we wanna make this like new platform for a variety of NFT collections, so they can show their loyalty or some kind of stuff in our game. So recently the NFT has just showed their loyalty as the Blur price or some kind of specific estimates on OpenSea or Blur, but we just want to show a different kind of royalty in our game. So I think there is no restriction at this moment. Oh, also, I want to answer number 2 questions, like, is it possible to play the game with players on different blockchains? But in this case, we want to support this as a multi-chain, but we are gonna use this as a virtual state channel as a solution. So this is one of the multi-chain project, multi-chain structure, but this is kind of like game will be on the off-chain and just price distribution on the on-chain, and we are gonna make our own smart contracts on each chains.
Oh, so we do have time for one more question. What is I guess the 2 questions, but what is the go-to market strategy for KLAYONE?
Oh, so our GTM is providing a much easier game to the players. So we think when we develop the blockchain game in this industry, a lot of people struggle when they learn the new game, even if it is very easy. So we just want to provide easier game like poker or one card that everyone can enjoy. So this one will be our GTM, and we want to as you know, KLAYTN has a lot of huge community in APAC region, including Korea. So we want to also handle this like regional market strategy.
Okay, cool. Do you want to answer this question if it's quick? How do you handle card randomness?
We are gonna discuss about this one, but as you know, estimate the NFT collection is very hard thing. So every project tries, but every project's failed. So we have to discuss more about this one, but we are just thinking about such as floor price or rarity or some kind of on-chain structure structures at the moment.
Okay, I think that's all the time we have for KLAY1. If there are any further up questions from YouTube, we will collect them and send them over to KLAY1 for the answers. I'll probably get back to you sometime later this week. Next up, we have Clayton AILAND. If you're here, please, you are up.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Hello.
Super cool. I'm super happy to participate, to be here today. Super happy about this opportunity to enter the hackathon, to meet the KLAYTN ecosystem. So yeah, let me share my screen. I will start with a short pitch. So AILAND is a next generation AI-powered shooter game. Okay, let me just... We found the problem that gamers are dissatisfied with modern games due to lack of innovation because of repetitive gameplay, sequels and franchises, and revenue-focused development of big studios. Our solution is to revolutionize the gaming industry using AI to create an innovative gaming experience because, according to statistics, AI can increase player engagement by 29%, 77% of millennials are interested in using AI in games, and 87% of game developers believe AI will dominate the industry. You will ask, why now? Because by 2024, the global video game market is projected to be worth 180 billion, and AI has a key role in this growth. So Island, it's not just another game, it's a free-to-play shooter game with AI-powered avatars, characters, and storytelling. So, yeah. Island's story is set in 2052, where AI and robotics took all the human work and replaced human in all jobs. So this event is called Singularity, and people left without jobs. So to solve this problem, a virtual world was created. The name of this virtual world is Island, and that's the only place in the world where people can earn money by playing. Our business model is a marketplace. We earn by selling battle pass, selling skins, and from commissions from trading on our marketplace. Our go-to-market plan is make a silent launch with product market fit on Steam and Epic Games Store, achieve a 5% retention rate on day 30, and use influencer marketing to get cost per install below $1. So Island combines gameplay of a shooter game with AI chatbot interaction for a revolutionary gaming experience, staying apart from competitors with AI-powered avatars, characters, and storytelling. We are an award-winning game studio of 6 people. We became best web-free game finalist at Game Development World Championship. We graduated 2 accelerators and won 9 hackathons. So our game is live at the pre-alpha stage with 34,000 total users, 1,000 monthly active users, 12,000 annual recurring revenue, and 1,000 monthly recurring revenue. So now we're looking for a lead investor who's proficient in the gaming industry. And also we're looking for angel investors who want to revolutionize the gaming industry together with Island and make a revolution in gaming industry with AI. So now I want to show you a demo what we built for this hackathon project on KLAYTN. So this is the game. This is the menu of the game. Here I have my AI NFT avatar. So hello, how are you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How about you?
So in Island, I can own different AI NFT avatars, and each of them have their own personality. For example, this one I created from myself. So I used AI face reconstruction model to create this 3D avatar. And even with my face, I can create different avatars with different personalities.
I'm Maxwell Stone, but you can call me Crypto Sigma. I operate in the shadows of the crypto world, navigating its intricacies with finesse. Rumor has it that I hold the key to Satoshi Nakamoto's wallet, but that's a story for another time. How can I assist you today?
When decentralized?
Ah, you know the secret words. A rare occurrence indeed. Now we can truly delve into the depths of the crypto realm. What do you seek, my curious friend? The secrets of decentralization? The power to break free from the clutches of centralization? Or perhaps something more? Let me know, and I shall enlighten you.
So this is an opportunity not just to have my own avatar, but also we can have historical persons. For example, we created an avatar for Jesus Christ, for Albert Einstein, for other well-known historical persons. And here in the game, I can connect the MetaMask and mint avatars. So let me show you how to mint on KLAYTN. Now I click mint an avatar, I choose KLAYTN, and I just simply approve the transaction. And a new avatar will be minted. So here we have like these game avatars on the KLAYTN chain. For example, I pick this one.
How can I assist you today? I'm Seraphina Talonrise, a fierce warrior from Artemis.
And I can play the game.
My skills with dual daggers are unmatched. I stand against the Mechanoids and Queen Trist.
So Island is a PvPvE shooter game, which has a battle royale mode, a deathmatch mode. We even have an elimination mode, and now we're
Looks
working
like a battlefield
on our
buffet out there.
unique
Somebody
open
bring the
world
popcorn.
PvPvE game mechanics. So the game inside has interactions with AI-powered NPCs. For example, they can give some quests or something.
This battlefield is hotter than a dragon's breath. Time to slice and dice my way to victory.
Hello.
Hello there. How can I help you today?
The chaos of the battlefield.
Yeah.
Just another day in the office for me,
that was the
dodging bullets
gameplay.
and slicing egos.
Now let's dive a
something
little bit
catch your
into
attention?
the hackathon project that we built for the Klaymakers.
I'm Serafina Talonrise, a fierce warrior from Artemis. I'm known for my unparalleled skills with dual daggers, and I fight against the mechanoids and Queen Trist to bring freedom and justice to our land. How can I assist you today?
So the AI NFT avatar, that's a 3D avatar that I can create, for example, with my selfie. We have a front end here on our website. So here I can take a selfie, I can customize the avatar, I can save the avatar, and then I prompt the personality. So I type the name, the description, I choose an image, the avatar file is saved from here. So I also add some traits like an age, profession, mood, and race. So that's how we are creating the avatars. These open us different avenues, different opportunities. For example, we can have avatars of influencers, of streamers, of media persons. They can mint, for example, thousands of their avatars and sell them to fans. That's how they monetize through the Island game, through the platform. And the avatars are indexed on the OpenSea. So when I mint one, I have them all in my wallet, and I can go and just trade on the OpenSea. And you can see this is just like a regular ERC 721, but with some, let's say, AI infrastructure built on top of it. So regarding this infrastructure, for the hackathon, we have this repo, the KLAYTN AAA shooter game AI NFT avatars, where you can find all the infrastructure, the documentation, how to deploy your own game with your own AI NFT avatars. So this is basically an SDK for creating a game with AI NFT avatars. It has two smart contracts, one for NFT, one for SFT. So you can even have like a semi-fungible, like a 1155 ERC SFT with AI NFT features. So we have here NFT storage for storing the metadata and the JSON files of the personalities of the avatars. We have some game code highlights here. We have a Unity SDK to implement this thing in Unity. So we have all the AI interaction highlights. For example, the OpenAI interaction, the Microsoft speech-to-text and text-to-speech interaction. So this is all open source, open for contribution. For example, if you go through the code, so here we have the smart contracts built with Hardhat, we have the NFT storage script, and we have the Unity project with all the C# scripts with the integration of the AI NFT avatars in the game. And also this repo, like the Unity project in this repo, includes a template of the game. So you can easily like run it, deploy the smart contracts, and build your own game with this standard. So that's pretty much it about the project, the game, the demo, the code. So I'm happy to answer any questions.
All right, thank you, Andrew. Right, thank you, Andrew, for that very nice presentation. And now we'll move on to the questions, right? Any questions from the judges?
Hello, Neil speaking here. Thank you, AILAND, for your presentation. I guess it's pronounced as AILAND, but you're building an AI NFT. Thank you, Andrew. I also want to just make sure that it's not another voice that you were speaking. on the on the AI NFT that you create as a visual. So what's the use case for the SFT, the semi fungible token?
So actually, it's more like a fun. We built this use case for fun. Actually, the NFT is the main use case, but the SFT is also possible to use. For example, we can have like avatar coins in the game. For example, if we have some quest and the SFT is used for tokenized reward. So if you if you clone the GitHub repo and run the Unity project, you will see that there is like some diamonds collecting mechanic in the game. So like you own the avatar, but also you can collect some diamonds, and these are the SFTs. So it's just like we can have the metadata of the avatar in the SFTs too. So
yeah, so you can create a bucket, like a bucket list link with a bucket list of SFT link with the original AI NFT. So I think that could be an NFT, SFT under an NFT. That's very fine. So what is it? Because I saw you trying to build a more like, to me, as an AI NFT minter. What is it that you build for this hackathon? I see the game might not be one, but maybe the AI NFT is the one. So maybe I would just leave it for you to answer that as well for the audience as well.
Yeah, so for this hackathon, we built an SDK for developers who want to build on KLAYTN, who want to build their own Web3 AI game and try to implement all these interactions. So this is like an open source SDK.
Thank you, Andrew. Short and straightforward. I will leave it for others to ask further questions. Sean. Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you, Neo. Any other questions from the judges? Otherwise, I think we have a question from YouTube, but I'll give the judges a bit more time. Sam, please.
Okay, yeah. So thank you, Andrew, for the presentation and demo. So apart from NFT or semi-NFT, semi-fungible token, so what else was used for, what else from the blockchain technology was used in the game?
Okay, so there is like two more use cases. So we have our own A token. This is not a play to earn token, but these are like tokenized rewards for players. Our tokenomics is very similar to Bitcoin. There is no initial offering to investors of the token, and the founders also don't receive any tokens. So there is like a 50% reward pool for the players and a 50% staking pool, but the token can potentially have liquidity in the future. So it's like Bitcoin. It has a halving. You can only mine the tokens by playing the game, and this is like the next generation play to earn without play to earn. So. And the second use case, we also built a protocol for NFT auto trading. So we deployed it. And now we have around 50,000 transactions daily and 100,000 wallets interacting. These are like auto trading bots. And there is like a pump and dump auto trading algorithm for the NFTs. So you can publish list your NFTs for trading, and the bots will buy them and start trading. And you can develop your own trading strategy and earn on this auto trading. For example, so there is some randomness, there is some mathematical formula for the auto trading, and it works. So it's always running. And for example, you got an NFT, you just list it for trading, bots start buying it, trading, and you can buy it back, and then so speculate on this algorithm.
I see. Then, okay, I also saw that, the game support different chains. So what's the role of these multi-chains? So does player, use different chain for special purpose, or what's the difference between chains and from the perspective user?
So the interactions with the blockchain are in game. Here you can see that we can mint on different chains, and these are like cross-chain NFTs. We built this with Zeta Chain. We also won a Zeta Chain cross-chain hackathon with our SDK. So here on some NFTs, you can see the transfer button. If I click transfer, I can transfer to different chains
I'm Andrew
from
Bogdanov.
inside
Nice
the
to
game.
meet you.
So the utility
How
of
can I
this,
help you today?
imagine you have an NFT, for example, on Ethereum or on Polygon, and you trade it on OpenSea. But on Binance chain, there is their own Binance NFT marketplace. So, for example, you can transfer it from Polygon to Binance and then trade on the Binance NFT marketplace. And the same goes for other ecosystems where Zeta chain is supported. So, for example, if KLAYTN has its own marketplaces and it's supported the standard ERC 721, we can transfer to the KLAYTN chain and then trade on those NFT marketplaces. So that's the use case of the cross chain. Yeah.
Okay, I see. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Sam. Any other questions from the Neil? You want to ask this or one chain? Oh, never mind. Any other questions from the judges or? Otherwise, we have two questions from YouTube. First one is, how can the NFT cosmetics be available on Steam?
So that's a very nice question. Actually, this is impossible because Steam restricts usage of blockchain. So that's why we're building first a Web2 game first and targeting the regular gamers market. So all the game economy will be viable with just fiat money, with just like we're building all the infrastructure on Microsoft Azure. So it has a game server with all the stats, with all the let's say in-game currency that you own, with all the assets that you own. So you own them just on your regular account. You log in with Google, with Facebook, with Steam, and if you want to go Web3, it's possible. You just download the game from another store, from Epic Games, for example, where the Web3 is available, or through our own launcher. And then you just like accept some terms and you have all this custodial, like you can convert all your assets to NFTs and all your in-game currency to crypto tokens.
Yeah, so second question, when is the game expected to be out? Given the recent failures of The Day Before, Redfall, etc., players are wary about studios using asset bundles from Unity, Unreal, and producing undercooked alphas.
Great question. So the game is already available. You can download it on our website, and also you can play on Steam the Web2 version right now. That is our pre-alpha version, which has a 34,000 users. But now we're redoing all the game, refining the design, the graphics. So we're planning a massive launch in summer 2024.
Okay. Third question, what is the utility of the earned token? The reason I'm asking is, how are you planning to stabilize the price of the token?
So that's also a nice question. So it works like Bitcoin, you know, when first people traded pizza for the Bitcoin, that was the first, let's say, providing liquidity to Bitcoin. So here the same. First, the token is just released on the platform, in the game you're playing. You're farming tokens while playing, by shooting other players. Then you get the tokens, and you can buy skins, and you can buy accessories, different like jetpack skins, avatar skins, avatars, weapon skins in the game on the marketplace. And then we will take care of listing that token on decentralized exchanges and centralized exchanges to enable the utility to trade tokens to other tokens. And then like the players themselves will provide the liquidity to the tokens by trading them to other tokens. So that's how we imagine this fully decentralized economy of Island.
Okay, thank you, Andrew, and thank you to the person who asked the question. I think that's all the time we have for Island, right? Yeah, that's how I'm pronouncing correctly, right? Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Next up we have
Thank you very much.
LandTorn. Thank you, Andrew. LandTorn. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Yeah, all good.
Yeah. All right, you're up.
Hey guys, nice to meet you all. Grim here from LandTorn. I'll talk about LandTorn, what we've built for this KLAYTN hackathon, and explain why we are excited about what we're building. So let me share my screen. Just give me 1 second here. Second. Do you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So before we start, this game, this concept, right, really stems from the idea of the 6551 standard and using that for NFT games, right? With a big idea of token bound accounts. I was actually looking, just saw that you guys recently also published this, revolutionizing. So I think we were one of the first use cases for this on KLAYTN. So really excited to showcase the value that token bound accounts can bring within gaming specifically. So LoRaC is an on-chain game with the idea of users being able to enter the world of LoRaC and then go through different dungeons where they will fight foes, receive spoils that will increase their attack, defense stats, will give them powerful NFTs to complete these dungeons. And they are doing this on a hunt for mythic assets, mythic NFTs that will give them the ability to mint the rarest Torn Lords, as they're called. So let's quickly go through this process here. Second, doesn't see my MetaMask for some reason. We'll go through the explanations in a second. I think it's better to kind of quickly show the idea here. So let's actually start a new settler. So the way you're entering this world is that you mint a settler NFT and you mint a satchel for their spoils, right? So the satchel for the spoils is basically an account contract that makes your settler NFT a token bound account. So it gives us the ability to now connect NFTs directly to your NFT and making them, in our use case, soul bound to that NFT, unless we want to allow the player to extract those NFTs out of the account. So this creates a very interesting dynamic for the players in a on-chain gaming environment. What I mean by that is that the player now, or the game can now fit the player with thousands, if not tens of thousands of unique NFTs. So if you think about even like FPS games or RPG games, right, where the player literally has in storage a bunch of NFTs, that can all be done on chain. And I think this is extremely exciting as it opens up sort of many new use cases for on-chain games. Yeah. What is also important to understand is that all of these NFTs, right, as you know, as spoils, right, as the satchel, right, that is connected to this guy that we have here, the settler NFT. It's important to note that not only are they connected, right, but this also creates a very unique and interesting way of managing massive NFT economies, right? It gives us the ability to not spawn a million different NFT collections, right, but keep everything within just one collection, right? Where through the metadata of this guy here, we can actually showcase the either the aggregated stats of the player's holdings unique items that they hold, etc., etc., creating probably solving one of the major issues for a lot of GameFi projects, really. So as it said here, you know, Settler NFT, you can venture into dungeons where you'll find valuables, right? So let's try that out. When going into the dungeons, we're spending energy. So every energy we spend is basically one dungeon run. So let's go through 10 dungeon runs, for example, here. So this is all on chain, KLAYTN, testnet environment. Everything is working, hopefully without bugs on this demo, but everything is working. Everything is tested. And I think that is also a proud accomplishment of our team of making it so quickly, as this required a lot of on-chain and off-chain infrastructure of workers, listeners, to provide scalability to the whole system. Now, what is also important is like why we implemented energy, right? We implemented energy as a way to balance out the system so that we can balance, you know, how quickly can users go through these dungeons, how quickly they can find these spoils and progress through the game. So what you will see here is that I've got a lot of different spoils from my 10 dungeon runs that I basically just activated on chain. Each asset has an amount. So this basically means that I found 2 old arrows. The value, so each spoil has a value in our token. This is the shard token. It has 1 value in the shard token, and it has a 5 attack and defense. So there's a bunch of these spoils we got. They're all updated here now. So you see and each one of these spoils is an actual NFT, right? So it's an actual NFT that's tied to this guide, and it has these details. What you'll also see is that we have these guys highlighted, right? Why are they highlighted? Because they are best in class. So if an asset isn't best in class, it's shown as gold, and it's basically used to determine your current settler stats. So 14 attack, 5 defense. These are my current best and slot assets, right? We currently have, I think, 7 different classes of items to increase your attack and defense. So now going through the dungeons, you'll see that we have shard gates, right? So the shard gates are limitations of people progressing through the dungeons. They're based on your shard power. The shard power consists now of the value of these items that are connected to your NFT. Currently, if we calculate like all of this together, we'll get 23, right? What is interesting here is that we've basically got each NFT item to hold a specific value in our token, right? So we'll get to how we balance this later down the line, but this is also a very important and interesting asset because it natively makes every asset in the game have a lot of value. You'll also notice we have enchantment, and this is a way for the user to just take shard from the open market and then enchant their settler with these shard tokens. They will also become token bound to the settler NFT. So our token bound accounts do not only store NFTs, but they also store tokens. So now, yeah, we have 23 shard power, meaning we can progress. Which is also interesting here is that we have survive stats. So if you see, I currently do not have high enough defense. So what this does, it creates a very high risk for me of going into this dungeon because I will most likely actually die if I go here without high defense. So let's do another dungeon run here and get higher stats, so we can progress to the next dungeon. Why this is important, right? Because we have a very interesting dynamic within our game towards death, right? So this game, as you can see, doesn't require you to spend anything, right, to play. So we had to balance out player participation through a high probability of death, right? So the deeper you go in the dungeons, the more risk you have of dying, actually, right? So this creates also an interesting balance. I see that a little bit more actively used, explored within NFT games right now. So as you see, we've got a bunch of new spoils. Again, remember all of these are NFTs. So this creates I think you can easily imagine how this creates a game where we would have millions of NFTs on chain and interacting with the game. So we've updated our settler stats. We got a couple more. Oh yeah, so we got common pants, increases our defense by 5. Perfect. We can now progress into the Shadow Forest. We have like 20 energy left, so let's do another 10 dungeon runs. We'll see what we get here. We should now get spoils with better stats. Quite exciting. And the deeper you go, the more the more probability you have of finding mythic items that are then used for like minting this rare collection inside of our game. So this also kind of creates additional interest for players. So yeah, we got some higher value, we got higher attack defense stats now. Awesome. So settler stats has increased a lot, energy down to 10, and our sharp power is now 95. Great stuff. Great stuff. So now the question is like, why this is a valuable and an original concept, right? It creates a very interesting loop of players' participation with direct access to sort of valuable assets in game, but with an interesting mechanic of how you can withdraw this value, right? Withdrawing this value of shard tokens, right? So the way we built this is that there is, inside of these dungeons, there are ritual stones. So ritual stones is also, and they're also NFTs. They're rare NFTs, but they allow you to sacrifice your settler, basically, right? I don't have a ritual stone right now, but if I had one, I could sacrifice my settler and receive part of this shard token value, right? So why is this important? This is important because it creates a new way of not only on-chain games, but just generally GameFi projects to interact with players, where everything they do basically is done on-chain. All the assets they find in the game is done on-chain. And now there's also an interesting connection to like a token economy that can be sort of routed and balanced through these different mechanics of the token bound NFT, right? So as you can imagine, all of these, generally speaking, all of these mechanics are really, they really spawn out of the idea of the 6551 standard, right? Now that you've kind of seen the game, right? Just to quickly show what we've built, right? There's basically a lot of smart contracts here, but generally the systems that we have is that the players mint these torn NFTs, right, with token bound accounts to them, so that they can now store spoil NFTs. Each spoil NFT has shard value, attack value, defense value that is used to then allow them to enter deeper dungeons. They can also die, right, via interacting with the dungeons, and then the metadata of the spoils is also transacted into the settler NFT metadata, Now, going deeper, what I talked about, the token economy, right, is that one of the things they can find in the dungeons, apart from mythics, they can also find a ritual stone that they can then use to sacrifice their guy, burn all of the assets, and get some shard tokens. So this is all on chain. As you can see, I've been showing kind of a live demo. So now let's go over the big benefits here, right? So this opens up the ability to build novel type of on-chain games. What I mean by that is that they're fully on-chain, like with all of the assets of the game, putting it fully on-chain, right? Because like a major problem of these NFT, like massive NFT economies, right, is that right now.
Hi,
Sorry,
LandTorn. Sorry, 15 minutes are up. So you want to
15
finish
minutes
up
are
your
up.
Yeah, you want to finish
Okay.
up your sentence, then we can go on to questions. Or is it?
Okay. Actually, can you give me 2 minutes?
They'll be eating your question time. So,
Okay.
yeah, I
Okay.
think we can move on to questions. Do you have any
Sure.
questions from the judges?
Sure.
Yeah, Neil speaking right here. I have one. So about the ritual stones that you mentioned, or any 6551 NFT that you're having, is it also cross lease on OpenSea, or will all happen on this platform that you're showing?
Yeah, basically, it can also be used. It can also be used on OpenSea. It can also be used on OpenSea, and the idea there is that it doesn't have to be isolated, right? But what is important there is that on OpenSea, people will most likely trade just the settlers, right? So they'll be trading not the individual NFTs, right? Where this is a major problem for a lot of on-chain games and just GameFi in general, right? The more of these assets you have, the more you spread liquidity, right? By having these token bound accounts, you create just one system, one NFT collection that everybody trades, and all the settler NFTs, they just have within their metadata aggregated information about the spoils that they hold, very valuable items that they hold, their attack, defense, energy, like everything, right? So this makes it pretty interesting to kind of navigate, right? And solves like a major issue, I think, for NFT gaming in general.
I'm sure this 6551 NFT that you minted will be able to deploy a smart contract to KLAYTN, which you are just showing right now. I saw a lot of clicky that you just did on your platform. Is it possible that we can see after one click that you have some sample transactions on one of the broad explorers that we have? Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I think that'll be able. I was just totally forgot to show you guys that we integrated Oracle network and RNG, basically on-chain RNG.
Yeah.
We actually connected with those guys and built that into the system as well. Okay, this is actually this is the RNG with Oracle network, but let me find the participate in dungeon transactions, right? Let me find that. So yeah, this is all kind of live, as you said. But let me see if I can see the individual NFT transfers. Torn, right? Token ID, token balance.
Yeah, I think should be all right. I
transfers.
see torn and short right there for the tokens. All good. So next one, you planning to have your own tokenomics, like are you having your own tokenomics, or the shard token that you're just showing right there is a KIP7 or ERC20? You planning anything for your ecosystem?
So we're still deciding on that, right? But it's supposed to be, again, like fair launch. I think the interesting thing here again is to show that a token economy sort of could be balanced out on the idea of death, right? So people dying, right? And then incentivizing them enough to use the token inside of the game, right? So this also creates an interesting dynamic. So why I was saying that it's so valuable that the NFTs have embedded value in our token, right, is because this creates the incentive to people to come in and interact with the game, right? In a lot of ways, right? and that basically pushes people to sort of purchase the token, and then through the ritual stone, right, as I said, and the death probability, we can then balance out how much is actually emission, right, and how many people are actually using the shard token to enchant their settler directly, right, with high shard amounts to progress through the dungeons very quickly and get access to the deeper dungeons very fast. Yeah.
Sure. Thank you, Grim. So I will leave it for other questions as well. Thank you very much.
Yeah, do you have any other questions from the judges?
Yeah, I have one simple question. So what kind of features are you using of the Oracle network?
So we're specifically using RNG, right? So what I was showing there is that we've integrated sort of like a spin function where people can like sort of gamble with shard tokens, right? But we did this as an on-chain RNG kind of case study, so that we can then fully transition all the RNG things that we have in the game to on-chain RNG. So I think this is also important. For me personally, I was kind of looking at this and like within our learnings, right, with using KLAYTN, right, is that in the future we can also implement gas delegation, because right now people pay basically to running these dungeons, as I showed. But in terms of the big vision of using Lorac as an open source game for other game developers to use, is that if we combine gas delegation, on-chain RNG into like an open source stack, plus these ideas of token bound accounts, right, I think could become a really interesting kind of piece of tech for any GameFi project to use. Yeah, that was the reasoning for it. Yeah.
I hope that answers your question. Unfortunately, we are out of time for community questions in order to keep about 20 minutes per BUIDL for the demo session. So I'll collate all the questions in the comment section and forward them to LandTorn, Grim, and we'll find a way to get the answers out. Anyways, next up we have Star X. If you're here, you can share your screen.
Yes, I'm here. Okay, I'll present right away. So welcome. I'm Del Wexon. I'm previously working with LandTorn, a game finance, and it's a once upon a time #1 polygon in #1 polygon game. So, but from that point, I see a flaw. I see the people that play in the game is feels are only looking for the money and not enjoying, sometimes leaving. So I also look in the game community. The people in the game community also do not like Web3 game, because the game is only for making money and no action, no enjoyment. And this is where StarX begins. The StarX is the game that game finance and so combination with action, but also the idle game. You can leave this game as well. My idea, this is everything is under web, so people can use it on and play it cross-platform. And also this is the cross-chain as well. And this focus on this game development is the visual art, the #1. And the visual art is helped by the web GPU, the rising one, that replacing WebGL from the Chrome and the Brave browser as well. And the second one goal is to make it quick play. Everybody just can play easily. Hey, I want to play the game. I'm bored. I want to see the game. And bam, you can just play the game exactly like the other game. And it's Web3 game. You can get profit and benefit. And lastly, obviously, I want this game to be fun to play and addictive, while you can enjoy the blockchain space to get more financial benefit as well. So this is something unique and innovative, but also I want this to be practical. This is one of the important things. Nothing need to making a big AAA game, just making this simple. And because also thinking this when I'm making this, thinking this as a gamer as well. What kind of the game that I want to play? What kind of generation, this new generation that looking to play with their short attention. Everyone wants challenge. These games also over multi-dimensional that actually also offer the multi-network chain. So every space, every network has a different characters, different character. They have a different item drop rate as well in this space. So in the first place, I will explain, obviously, the Starship. The Starship is a simple basic NFT like other things. You can use the, change the skin like the simple game, like the other game as well. The skin will be NFT. So you can just get a skin, but the skin is not, is limited. It's not from the shop. That I will explain it later. Now, you can actually just claim the free jump here for you to try in the demo, because the shop will use this jump, token jump, for the basic trading. Now, you can also actually try to stake the Starship as well, like maybe the other game, the Star Atlas, when you are trying to live in the game and make this game idle, like Finalist, like Star Atlas, like other game, you can stake this. But the basic mechanic of the game must be implemented here, like the quest and everything. So people that not knowing Web3, the people just want to enjoy the game, can play the game easily. You just open the game, you just open the browser, play immediately. And how to play this game actually? First, you can try to use ticket, or you don't need to use ticket. What is this ticket for? This ticket is to enter a different dimension or different location that can give you, that can let you find another asset in that space. And why is that important? But you can also play this game without the ticket. Then this game is free to play, and everyone can enjoy the challenge here. Basically, this game, when you are entering, you need to avoid any obstacles or challenge, you need to complete the challenge here, and the speed also will be increased. It's like a temple run, but it's in the space game. It's a 360 gameplay, and then you can use the capabilities. You can use abilities or items. Like it's gonna protect you from the challenge that the game will provide. The challenge can be many things. Like it can be the monster, or can be the boss, or can be the one that I will explain in the game book later. So this is from the local host. You can see as well in the demo is quite different. But yeah, every dimension has a different space, and you can find here the asset NFT. But what kind of NFT do you find here? Because first you are using this ability and items. This is not cost free. This ability needs energy, needs everything, even needs skills. And what you find here in the space is a components of this. And you need to find this to make this into component, and then craft them into another legendary. And you need to find the blueprint as well, and then you combine all of these components into another legendary starship, perhaps, or another ability. So these assets, you can either use this to improve further, to survive further for your next challenge, for your next exploration and expedition. This is the stands for StarX. So you can find more items, more legendary items, and then you can sell it, or you can just sell it immediately for people who are looking this, for people who are looking the components in the marketplace. So yeah, this is the what makes the StarX sustainable. People are looking this, and what people need to be on the top as well. Some people are drive for the challenge, right? We need to be in the top and leaderboard, and in the top leaderboard you can get reward as well. Perhaps leaderboard get reward of the legendary blueprints, and that's what they want. And or some people just looking for the enjoyment and need to be the top, and that's only for the solo gameplay. The PvP is obviously gonna create more competitive, but it's not gonna any soon further, because it's definitely on the next plan, but we have another plan here. So this is the sustainable that we are thinking, and the asset that's scattered in the space is not sell in the shop. It's just stay in the space, and what is in the shop over is the other things, like the season pass. The season pass is simple, like the other game that over. You can create literally yeah, it can give you easily to entering without the ticket, and it's just basic subscription, or can increase the reward as well, and item drop rate. And so yeah, the roadmap for our team providers, we want first to do the hackathon as well. Actually, we want to try to hackathon for the concept, so people can use draw and give a concept art to our team, and then we just we want to use it for for learning and explorations. And then after that, the second one, we have planning to prepare the trailer for our trailer in the first release of the Starship. The Starship we release is just not many. It's just 3 Starship. It's the alien type, and this robotic type, and then the Earth type. And I think for now, this is my presentation. If you have any question, please.
Yes, thank you, Dale. Do we have any questions from the judges?
Yeah, I have one. Thank you, Mr. Watson, for your presentations. So very quickly in summary, what is the KLAYTN technology is being used in this hackathon? Is it only the smart contract that you deploy to you for the NFT, or how does it work? Yeah.
Yeah, the KLAYTN here is that being used, yeah, the NFT from the KLAYTN, and also the manager, because we need a swap, right? When this gonna be question, I haven't explained this one. So there will be each starship has its own strength to their own dimension. So in there, perhaps it can be more durable, it can be more faster, it can have more energy. So some people perhaps wants to swap their NFT, and I need to lock this into, and then my back end read this, and then I need to unlock from the other side of the network. And that's the further development of contract we want to implement as well. So there's still many contract under development.
All right, thank you. I only have one question for this project. Believe if 2 other judges as well, I think. Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Neo. Any other of the judges has any questions?
Yes, some simple questions. So in your service, is there anything that Clay is used?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Is there any, I mean, in your service, I cannot see any clay is used for currency or to pay something or to buy something.
To pay something? No, the gems is play tokens. And also perhaps the first main thing really is we don't use this gem. We want to use the native token first because it's gonna be too complicated. We want to make it simple. So the native token for the native token broadcast being used for the first release.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions? Otherwise, we do have a question from YouTube. It's from YouTube, not me. So, what's the game loop and the addictive hook? How it can be both an idle game while being Temple Run too, and if the NFTs can be staked, where does the yield come from? These are kind of three questions in one, but you know.
Yeah, this actually is still close information, but I can show you a bit. The gems is coming from the gems. The gems is based on the another entity. Like this is called Terras. Terras is like Supercell, and Supercell has a lot of games, and this is StarX comes from, and the stake, yeah, those kind of things is connected from that point. Wait a second, I need to open the message first. But is that question and for the addictive hook is the game, the in-game that you need to challenge. You need to avoid the obstacles with your skills. Because this is just the one that I'll show you is a easy game one. Just a sample.
Okay, what about how can it be both an idle game while being a Temple Run too?
No, it's the Temple Run is actually the gameplay, but the yield and comes from the idle one is the staking NFTs. When you are stake the NFT, perhaps you cannot use it on game, and then the yield comes from the tokenomic of the gems, Terra's gem.
Okay, thank you for answering those questions. Do we have any other questions from the judges or the audience? Probably give it another like few seconds, see if anybody wants to ask any questions. The easiest, the most degen question is when launch.
When launch, yeah, when launch, we are after completing the first one for the solo individual gameplay, and then the trailer when it's finished. The 3D model actually already finished, so we just need to make all of the trailer, and then I need to fix all of the interface here and the shop here as well in the interface. And once everything perfect, we go release. And no, not just release. Yeah. Once the trailer is ready, we try to make it hype first, and then after that, yeah, we release step by step.
All right, thank you for answering the questions and for your presentation. If there are no further questions, I think we can end end it here, and we can move on to the last presentation of the day.
To cryptocurrency. I discovered play-to-earn games that can bring a fresh huge gaming enthusiast. And after delving into cryptocurrency, I discovered play-to-earn games that can bring a fresh huge gaming enthusiast. And after delving into cryptocurrency, I discovered play-to-earn games that can to familiar forms of entertainment by infusing them with a bit of real-world economics and excitement. But reality is often disappointing. Mostly these games turn out to be pyramid schemes, are complex to master, and require the purchase of expensive NFTs that may depreciate over time. Additionally, most of these games focus on ownership and are simply not fun to play. This made me wonder how to create a mechanism that is simple, user-friendly, transparent, reliable, and flexible in its application. The solution became Treasure Island, a hybrid of a platformer and a slot machine that offers a unique gaming experience. No registrations, no paid NFTs. Just connect your wallet with a small amount of clay and embark on an exciting treasure hunting adventure. The game consists of short sessions where players explore unique islands, each featuring a series of levels with dangerous enemies, intriguing puzzles, and treasures. To enhance the gaming experience, make each session valuable and emotionally engaging, while also user-friendly. We implemented a slot machine mathematical model simple, understandable, reliable, and time-tested. When we approach an island, we can inspect it. At this time, the game interacts with a smart contract, and our bet, represented in the game as expenses for supplies, is deducted. The contract receives VRF data from Oracle Network, linked to symbols on virtual reels. When we get a response, the game checks it against the payout table to determine if there's anything on the island and how many coins await. Currently, we need to manually confirm each transaction, but in the future, we plan to implement an in-game balance to simplify this process. Back to the game. If we're lucky, we'll see a colorful animation and get the opportunity to land on the island. Once on the island, we move to the main gameplay, which is a 2D platformer. We'll have to solve various tasks, fight enemies, and collect coins scattered across the level. Hits from enemies, traps, and falls contribute a small portion of the coins to a progressive jackpot fund. After collecting the reward, we can try our luck and move to the next level. If we decide to take the risk, the game will interact with the VRF again, and with a probability close to 50%. It's determined whether we move to the next level with new rewards or die, with a description from a neural network responsible for text and dialogues. We can also choose not to risk and return to the ship with the collected coins at any time, in which case we need to go back to the start, and the game will send a request to the contract for payout. Slot machines have proven their reliability and effectiveness over decades, but they lacked gameplay, accessibility, and user trust. Currently, existing tools allow us to take slot machines to a new level by providing exciting gameplay through integration with the Unity game engine, and reliability and authenticity through integration with blockchain, smart contracts, and VRF. The flexibility of the slot machine allows us to adjust various parameters, such as the return to player percentage, frequency and amount of payouts, progressive jackpot, and the ability to play with any amount, even test tokens, making the game accessible to users. We aim to expand the game world, add new islands, bosses, and features, integrate an in-game balance, procedural level generation, dialogue system, and plan a mobile release. There's always room for new adventures. Let me tell you a bit about myself. Over the past 2 years, I've immersed myself in the world of cryptocurrencies and blockchain technologies. My journey started with setting up nodes and participating in ambassador programs, then evolved into organizing online events in the Metaverse for major projects and developing blockchain-based games. I also work at a crypto school where I develop internal software for analytics and help students take their first steps in activities like test nets and ambassador programs. Developing Treasure Island has been a significant challenge and a learning opportunity for me. I joined this hackathon not from the start, and I had about 3 weeks to make this project happen. I had to work twice as hard to finish on time, and I'm thrilled to be here as a finalist. I deepened my knowledge in blockchain technology, learned the principles of smart contracts and VRF, and learned to integrate these technologies with the Unity game engine. Now, to conclude, currently, we find ourselves in a situation where users are willing to pay for the pleasure they get from games, but their money earned from purchases, microtransactions, and advertising simply accumulates at gaming companies. We propose to reinvent games and offer users an economy where the money they spend is randomly distributed among them in a fair and transparent way. This model goes beyond this game and is potentially applicable to many projects. It could be called the next generation of slot machines or a new format of play-to-earn games. But in any case, it's a unique concept that we should explore. Let's seize this opportunity together and provide players with vivid and unforgettable experiences, combining the best qualities of gambling and arcade games.
Yeah, probably we leave the answers offline. I guess the team needs some time to prepare the answer.
I think so. Yeah. All
Yeah.
right. Okay. So I guess
It's time to
let me
wrap up.
just-
Yeah, Sean.
Yeah. I will wrap up really quickly. Let me just share my screen really quickly.
Oh,
All right.
we got an answer.
Yeah. All right. Oh, there is an answer. Okay.
Wrap up, yeah.
Let's just answer this really quickly. So for the is it built on randomness? The answer is the same as playing slot machine and games with short playing sessions. We will give players motivation and the same that people experience in casinos. Okay, thank you so much to all, to all the questions, and thank you to the Treasure Island team for taking the time to answer these. So yeah, if you have any further questions, please feel free to scan the QR code. Otherwise, thanks so much for attending the live demo session for the Metaverse and Gaming. All the best to the finalists for the Metaverse and Gaming track. Hope to see all of you back here again. For as more or less the audience, not asking the finalists to be here. Hope to see the audience again on Wednesday, where we'll be going through the RWA track finalists for the live demo sessions. Luckily or unluckily for you guys, it won't be me hosting. So for those of you who are sick of me, thank goodness, it will be Paulo, our community lead, hosting. So we look forward to that. Otherwise, thank you so much to all who attended live demo sessions, those tuning in on Binance Live and YouTube as well as Discord. Hope to catch you all again soon. Like I said, we have 2 more sessions, the RWA live demo sessions as well as the finalists and the closing ceremony and prize presentation, where all the prizes, well, first, second, third place will be announced there. Otherwise, thank you so much, and I will see you all. I guess I won't see you all, but yeah, thank you so much for attending. Okay, bye.
Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Otherwise, thank you so much, and I will see you all. I guess I won't see you all, but yeah, thank you so much for attending. Okay, bye.
Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.